I hate the way that you have your videos on 4x3. I hate the way that you style your hair. I hate the way that you put
I am
filters on your
Lord.
videos.
Rambo,
I hate
Rambo,
the
I
way
am
that
Lord.
you put filters over
I am
album
Rambo.
covers. I hate the way
I
that
am
you
Lord.
just
Rambo,
look.
Rambo,
I hate you because you're right. I hate the way that you fucking talk and ramble like this on the podcast. I hate the way that you're
Y'all can't cook like me, man. Fresh off the grill. Got a little bit of sauce in them, man. It's sweet, too.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Good Enough Podcast where nothing has happened for a week straight.
Yeah, we haven't talked about shit.
What the Sigma?
Yeah, we haven't listened to anything. What
Dude,
the Sigma?
this shit, that's not going to be funny when this comes out. Damn it,
I know.
dude. We already dated the show.
Over.
Dude, there's probably going to be like 7 more dishes by the time this is released, dude. What's even the point,
We're
man?
so behind. We're
This
so
is-
behind. We are
this
recording this on Monday, May 6th. The most recent diss track release has been, was it?
Like
The Heart Part 6.
Oh, Heart
was
Part
the Heart
6.
Part
Shit, I
6.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys.
This
This is what you all want. 3
Yeah.
fucking white guys talking about rap beef. Let's go. Because this has been my hyper fixation for a week straight. Like, no joke.
I was really into it for the first little bit, and it got to the point where I became like oversaturated to the point where I'm like, damn, I had shit going on. I'm not gonna like pause my Dave and Buster's day to go listen to like I'm not doing that. I can't. Like it's
Like you have a life.
yeah, it's like it's like the,
I want to give some
It's
context.
like, are you gonna not go to work?
Yeah, seriously. I want to give some context because I think that this is a really funny story. But I've been in San Diego for this whole past weekend on a set with a bunch of my friends, and by the time we had gotten down there, it was only the first Kendrick or the first.
That's a funny thing that happens on this pod.
Only the first 2 Kendrick
audio
diss tracks.
only listeners. Jackson lifted up his thumb and a graphic appeared on screen.
I'm trying to be nice for the audio only listeners. I'm trying to be nicer. You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, only the 2 Kendrick disses had been out. The first 2. It was Euphoria and 616 in LA. Those are the only 2 that had come out by the time we had gotten down there. And it was like all everyone was talking about. Like for the whole first day of production, it was like, man, you hear that Kendrick shit? Damn, dude, Drake's got her spot. Like what's going on? And we were all kind of talking about it, had this energy, especially me and my 2 other friends. Jackson, his name's also Jackson, and my friend Ben.
Mm-hmm. Other Jackson.
We've met Ben, right?
Yes, you've met Ben.
Shut up, Ben.
Shout out to Ben.
And we're all talking about it, and we ended up wrapping early that day, and we get back to our Airbnb where we're all staying, and I'm scrolling through Twitter, or whatever, and the Drake response comes out. Was it free something or
Family Matters?
What it was? Family Matters. Jesus.
Oh, the Drake thing, dude. I am so confused.
Family Matters drops, and we're all huddled around this table eating food together, like really tuning in, and the whole time we're all kind of just like, all right.
Like it's pretty good.
It's like fine.
It's all right. Yeah.
Like the bars didn't really hit. I didn't really like the hook, like the whole like drop. I thought this shit was corny as fuck. I was just like, come on. Yeah. And then the song ends. We're like, all right, whatever. And we go back to eating. And I open Twitter back up again. And the first tweet I read is from JPEG Mafia. And my buddy Jackson's a big fan. We went to his concert together. And I go, oh hey, Peggy just tweeted. He was like, yeah, I guess he tweeted out something where it was like, Kendrick Lamar is the only person to hate Drake more than I do. I was like, oh, that's funny. He's probably responding to like Euphoria and all that. And then I scroll down a little more, and it's Fantano, and he tweeted out like second child, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then on the third swipe, I see the video, and I go, yo, he already dropped.
Yeah.
And all of us are immediately like, oh fuck, dude,
like,
put that shit on.
Like a mere 30 seconds later.
No, it was literally
such a
10
perfect
minutes later.
environment, too.
It was 10 minutes later.
30 seconds later.
It was literally the perfect environment too, because we had heard the Drake diss late, so it was like basically immediately after hearing the Drake diss, it was like there's already more to listen to.
Right,
dude. And so, dude, I literally and we're all, it was the perfect environment because we're all like tired after a long day, and we've been talking about this all day, and so we're like, holy fuck, dude, put that shit on. I was like, all right, ready, ding, and I hit the play button.
Alchemist beat, fucking crazy.
Alchemist beat comes in, and we're all like, dude, this fucking beat is crazy.
Dude, I did see the Alchemist was on.
Literally, collectively, the first line the first line, "Dear Adonis," we all immediately go. And for the rest of the 6 minutes, it is pure silence of all of us literally just being like,
okay, well, Jackson, you continue, and then I'll talk.
And it was literally like it was. This is such a horrible comparison, but we probably looked like we were like the people who were watching 9/11 on like the TV. It was really like we're sitting here and we're literally just like
9/11 for Drake fans.
Like this can't be happening. And then the whole like daughter thing comes up, and I'm like, oh my god. Like I literally was just like, oh my god, there's another kid. And I'm like trying to explain to them because they hadn't heard the story of Adlon. I'm like, dude, this is like the second time this has happened in a diss track.
I could imagine Jackson with all his white friends being like, all right, guys, this is the story of Adlon.
So listen to this.
Oh my god. And it ended and we're all literally just like, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might as well call it now. That's so
kinda
over.
That's kind of where my head was at because I listened to Like That before I even knew Family Matters existed. Like I said, I was out on the town doing shit, and I'm just riding home.
Did you mean Meet the Grams?
Oh my god, dude! I am dead fucking ass.
Hey,
there are literally so many. I forget.
Let's do a deep
comprehensive
timeline so that we can get it. So
oh my god.
So first person shooter comes out where J. Cole and Drake were on a song together where J. Cole essentially was like, I'm number one. Kendrick features on Like That with Metro Boomin in the Future. Fucking amazing song, by the way. Fucking goes so hard.
Really quickly, Tiffany at the gym today, she's like, Jake, what's that Kendrick Lamar song where it sounds like South Park people are talking? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, Like That.
What?
Wait, what?
I don't know. It was just the fact Tiffany's like, what's the Kendrick Lamar song that sounds like South Park?
That's so funny.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, side tangent.
And so Like That, Kendrick is like, no, you guys aren't a part of the big three. I'm better than both of you. Like, just on some competitive rap shit, right?
Motherfuck the big three. It's just Big Me.
And then
that is like
historically
etched in stone in the hip hop history
and then
books.
Historically, J. Cole dropped 7-minute freestyle and then apologized for it 2 days later. We all clowned him. I clowned him on this podcast for doing that. Maybe the bravest and smartest move.
Can we get speculative real quick? Did he know Kendrick was packing this heat?
No, here's the thing.
You think he knew?
I don't know.
Do you think he got like fucking what's the word? Like a whistleblower told him, is like, yo,
a mole.
Kendrick's gonna spit some
mole.
heat. You should apologize.
Dude, this is what I'm thinking.
Dude?
Because here's the thing. When I listen to
we're slowly tweaking so hard.
Dude.
Right holy fuck.
Dude, whenever I listened to 7-minute freestyle, even though that song sucks and he was like, I don't know what an L is. Like, it was fucking stupid. Yeah. At the end of the day, it was just on some like competitive rap shit. Like, it wasn't like anything personal. Like, it was just like, you're short and I like your albums, but this one was not that good. Like, stuff like that.
Also, absolute cap, bro. To Pimp a Love is probably boring. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
Come on.
But anyway, so he does that, and then everyone's like, oh, I guess that's it for the time being. Drake comes out with Push-Ups. I'm sorry. That is a really good song. It's
really? I do not fuck with Push-Ups, dude.
Really?
I don't know if I'd say it's a good song. It's definitely like a romp. And this is still in the
it's
era
a Drake
it's
diss
like,
track. Like,
it's like, ooh, a little jab. Ooh, gotcha. Ooh. It's like a pop song that's like kind of directed at Kendrick.
I think
size 7. Gotcha.
The only thing that stinks about Push-Ups is that, and this isn't necessarily Drake's fault, it's just the fault of everyone else. Everyone heard Kendrick make that diss, and for some fucking reason, everyone and their mom felt like it was time to diss Drake. Like, fucking, like, Rick Ross was getting involved. Like, what the fuck did he do to you,
dude,
man? Like,
ASAP Rocky took a swing. I'm like, what the fuck?
So everyone...
Side tangent, ASAP Rocky just got cast in Spike Lee's remake of High and Low alongside Ice Spice, and this could be the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
What the fuck? Okay, let's roll back to this when this is over.
Yeah,
let's get back to this because that's a topic. We got a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Please
this is gonna be a long one today. So then Push-Ups is like, oh, he's responding to Kendrick, and it's pretty much just like, fuck you, I'm better than you, I make more money than you. Also, you don't get paid as much as me because of like your record deal or whatever.
Size 7
and then he feels the need to respond to all the other people. So it's like, It's kind of a Kendrick diss, but it's like mainly that. And so we're like,
20v1.
Okay. Yeah,
which
yeah.
will be important later on in the story.
And
guys.
so then everyone's like, man, Kendrick's not going to respond because he's a pussy. Like DJ Academics was like, this guy's taking so long to respond, even though
it has been
dude,
a
DJ
phenomenal
Academics.
week to watch DJ Academics.
yes,
Dude, the reaction of him
away.
getting done listening to Family Matters, he's like, yo, capping, bro. Kendrick did not drop. He did not drop.
It's
He's
so
like,
funny because like he's like it's over. Drake has won, and then like the hard cuts like 15 minutes later, and he's literally just like,
dude, he rage quit his stream after Family Matters. He like quit
so
his stream,
funny,
dude. Fuck DJ Academics. Put that on the fucking record. I don't give a fuck. That guy's a loser.
No facts.
that-
he's a weirdo loser, but like, dude, it's been so entertaining watching him just lose his mind.
dude,
It has.
it goes back. Who's top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick?
Drake,
'Cause my
Drake,
top 5
Drake,
is Drake,
Drake.
Drake. That and
all
Travis
comes
Scott,
back.
P for porn, is like Mount Rushmore.
This shit rated porn. Let's get it.
This shit ain't P motherfucking G. This shit rated porn.
Porn.
Damn, I
This
blew
shit
up my
rated.
mic.
This shit rated porn. Let's get it.
Damn, this is gonna be a long
alright.
episode. We didn't even get to
anyways.
Anyway,
So continue.
push-ups.
right,
Push-ups.
push-ups.
Comes out, and everyone's like, Kendrick, you gotta respond. Kendrick doesn't respond for 17 days, so everyone's like, nah, he's not gonna say shit. Out of nowhere, Kendrick drops the 6.5-minute diss track, Euphoria.
Euphoria.
And
Euphoria.
dude, this is the most insane thing, is that before all the other songs came out, he dropped Euphoria, and I was already like, no, that's it. Like, he fucking destroyed him.
Immediately was, in my opinion, I think that sonically, it's the best song that's come out of this whole thing so far.
Dude,
And
did you read the fucking stupid Pitchfork review saying it had the 2 worst beat switches like they've ever heard?
Yeah,
on a
I
diss
couldn't.
track? Dude, I could not believe
I couldn't
what I was
believe that,
reading.
Guys, we have a game on the podcast about
not
how
like
Pitchfork
us and
reviews suck.
Euphoria. Not like us and Euphoria. Sonically, I think are the strongest. Like I would put that on like without even like the beef being.
No, Euphoria is
I-
just
I-
an
I
amazing
still like-
song.
I still like that. I think like that's probably my favorite because it's like originally I was
Like
kind of
That's also
goofing
a
on
band,
it,
true.
but like I don't know, it came around to me because I thought like the
Dude, that beat is insane.
originally I didn't like it.
Dude,
but
I remember
came
I
around
brought
to
it up. I remember I brought it up and was like that is awesome. And I remember you guys were like, it's all right. But it's definitely
Yeah,
like,
it definitely grew on me.
Yeah, it grew on me too.
no, dude.
I think it's
Like That
maybe
is
from
awesome.
oversaturation. It's just like kind of
Yeah,
But
getting to me.
so Euphoria came out, and I mean, I'm just gonna pull up some of the shit that Kendrick said on Euphoria. I mean, I feel like we have to, right? Like Euphoria. Hold on, Genius.
okay. Let's not get too deep into it because this is gonna be if we dissect Kendrick Lamar lyrics,
We're not gonna
we will be
dissect
here
the
all
whole
day.
thing, but
Okay,
like
all right,
just,
yeah,
just like little like cliff notes, like
A couple takeaways.
yeah, like
I think that like one of my favorite moment of the whole song is when he just gets like really intense out of nowhere, where he's like, "What is it, the braids?" I love that shit. I've listened to that shit forever. Dude, he's got so much personality in his voice, man.
I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly.
Oh my
That's
god, that
crazy.
line had me fucking like jaw dropped, bruh. Jaw drop, and obviously I didn't know what was to come, but like you said, man,
Fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T.
Let me see you push a T.
Dude, there's shit in
And
here
again,
that goes like crazy still.
That's I forget where I saw this, but it was someone being like, this is kind of what the Drake Kendrick beef boils down to. Drake is making like pop diss tracks, and Kendrick is like, I'm gonna disassemble this man's like entire.
No, that is the thing. Actually, I'm gonna save my point for later because I feel like that's a very important point to close on. So I'm gonna wait. But like,
Plus,
dude,
you know,
like
time wise, I just don't want it to be too long.
Dude, and the fucking Stray, Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hang with, dude.
Yeah,
why is
Yachty
he catching
absolutely-
strays?
Wait, who caught a stray? Gunna caught a stray too. It was like, what was
Yeah,
that?
gonna wanna or some shit where he's
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
snitching.
Dude,
I also think
ain't
that, like,
20 v
the whole
1.
thing-
It's 1v20 if I gotta smack dudes that write with you. Dude,
That
holy
was the
fuck.
bar that I was like, man, go.
It's over.
Go. Shit,
It's
bro, go.
over.
Because that's when I was like, yo, 1v, yo, I'm like, yo, he right, bro. He dead ass right.
Also, him doing an impression of Adonis is so funny with like the whole like not about that. Like I just think that's like I mean I don't even know if he's
You
doing
must
a
be
direct impression
cheesing,
of Adonis,
fam.
but he sounds like he is.
Well, he was doing a Toronto accent at the end when he was talking
You
about
must be
eating at
cheesing,
New
fam.
Ho King, eat fried rice or whatever.
yeah.
So when when Jesus Christ, I'm even getting lost on the timeline. But when Euphoria dropped, I was like, damn, he's going in.
If only we knew.
If only we knew.
Oh
And
my
then-
lord.
If only we knew.
And then the second one
Yeah,
dropped.
he went back to
and then he said another one.
Dude, produced Jack Antonoff, Taylor Swift's best friend, produced the beat.
Song.
He produced 616 in LA. What
Dude,
the fuck?
He made a good song.
Which, funny enough, is actually my least favorite song to come out of the whole thing. I don't really fuck with 60s.
Really?
I was
It's
It's
a
a
good
vibe.
diss, but as a song, I
It's a
think
vibe.
it's just like, all right.
I was
I
at
think
work.
I heard it and I was like, okay.
I was at work when I was listening to it, and I was kind of like fogged out because I was going somewhere, but I was like, okay, all right, this is getting interesting now. A double back-to-back
and here's the thing.
diss.
We didn't even mention this. Fucking before Euphoria came out, Drake on the same day released Tailor Made Freestyle.
Oh yeah,
Which was essentially just AI Tupac and Snoop Dogg being like,
yeah,
Kendrick,
so
you want to
bad.
drop? Which is like,
as a matter
I have
of
an
fact,
issue with
I-
that for completely other reasons outside.
I didn't listen to it. As a matter of fact, I have not. I never even heard.
I
that.
still haven't either. I just heard
Yeah,
there was AI
I've never
involved
heard
and
it.
I went, all right, I don't fuck with that and didn't listen.
Yeah, it was kind of useless. Like, it was terrible. So you don't even need to worry about it. Okay, and so then 616 comes out, and whether your feelings of the
616 in
song
LA.
and Kendrick's pretty much the most important thing about that song is like, hey man, you don't want to keep this going because I have some information and it regards you and your team. 20 of them want you dead, and one of them is probably close to you, sitting right next to you, and I have some dirt on a bunch of other people in your squad, so I would be careful.
Yeah.
So then a day passes, like I'd say like a day, right?
It was definitely a day. Yeah.
And
I'm
Drake,
trying to. Wait, was it? Oh, dude,
was
I'm
a
trying to
day.
think of the timeline. Was it? Because I feel like 616 in LA came out. I was at work, and then I went out. So I think it was the
616
same
LA
day.
came out the day after Euphoria. I think it was like Euphoria, and then the day after was 616
I thought 616
LA.
was on a Friday, and then like all this also devolved. Maybe I'm. You know what? Don't listen to me.
616 came
No,
out.
I don't even know the
no.
titles. Don't even listen
Meet
to
the
me.
Grams. Meet the Grams and Family Matters both came out on Friday. If I remember
Okay, so
correctly.
maybe 616 in LA was the
616
day
and 616 in LA released the same day as Family Matters and Meet the Grams,
Boom.
but it was that morning.
Told you.
all in the same.
Called
day.
you.
Right.
Booyah. Knew
You're
it.
right.
3 songs
Vindicated.
in the same day is crazy. So
Yes.
616 comes
Yes,
out.
that's why. Because everyone's like May 3rd is gonna go down in history. Is gonna go down in hip hop history.
Yeah. And so then Family Matters comes out with, all right, I'm sorry, music video goes hard. Music video is crazy.
Dude, I could
It's-
not disagree anymore.
Really?
The first part,
One of the
though.
one of the dumbest things I've seen in my life. The first few parts of like the van getting crushed was like fine, but I could immediately tell A, it looked like stock footage, and B, like Drake wasn't even in it, and I just thought it was so weird to be like stock footage of vans getting crushed. And then the rest of the video is just like him just like talking
Oh yeah,
to people.
the rest
that
of the
have
video,
nothing to
the
do
rest of the
with
video is
anything.
lame. The rest of the video is lame.
I did not see the video, but I did see the screenshots of the van getting crushed, and I'm like, you're gonna kill me for this reference, Jackson. Very, what is it? Trauma Mike off fucking Billy Woods for that music video. Yeah.
It's been a good podcast, guys. Thanks for watching so much. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah,
Billy
Video.
Woods.
Meet
Oh my
the
god, wait.
Grams.
Billy Woods news after this section, by the way.
So
Jesus
so
Christ. So much to talk about.
I liked the van part of the video. Everything else, I was like, whatever, right? But Family Matters comes out, and dare I say it, I think it's decently good. I think it is.
I feel like that
decently
was
good.
the consensus. Everyone was like, okay, this is like, okay, we see you, Drake. That was kind of the consensus.
I don't know, man. I wasn't feeling it really at all. I think the hook, like the whole drop hook, really made no sense, especially after Kendrick had dropped 2 songs in literally one day, or two, like the span of like 2 days. You know, like it kind of defeated the whole bit of it. It felt like he had made it like earlier. And I don't know. I felt the whole thing just kind of to me felt. It felt like a Drake song. I felt like me listening to a normal Drake song.
And here's the thing.
I didn't feel like a hunger.
Here's the thing: is that it was way too bloated for it being 7.5 minutes. He said pretty much nothing. I mean, he brings up like the whole allegation that Kendra's kid is not his and it's actually Dave Freeze. He also brings up the allegation that Kendrick may beat his wife or his fiance.
Who is Dave Freeze? I like he keeps bringing this guy up.
Do you not know who
that is.
Dave Free is? Like one of Kendrick's like. He's the former president of Top Dog Entertainment, and he's also
that is what it was.
And
it was on the tip of my tongue.
Hold on, he also founded PG Lang with Kendrick, I believe, and I believe he's also. Let me go. Like,
hand is raised. I have a question.
Yeah.
What is PG Lang? Because I hear it all the time, and I don't know what it is.
PG Lang is like Kendrick Lamar's. PG Lang is pretty much like Kendrick Lamar's new like record company that he makes music under.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I don't know if it's like a record company, but it's like record company slash like it's a label slash like just like an art like production
collective?
Company.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And so
because I hear him reference PG Lang all the time.
I'm so Dave Free is also him and Kendrick Lamar co-direct most of his music videos. So like. If you've ever seen an awesome Kendrick Lamar music video, it's probably directed by Dave Free. Count Me Out was directed by Dave Free.
N95?
I haven't seen N95. Dave Free also directed We Cry Together. Let me look right now.
Also, by the way, all of Kendrick Lamar's disses have
direct.
more views. All of Kendrick Lamar's disses have more views than the music. Both music videos combined of We Cry Together, which is just funny to me.
Kendrick and Dave Free also directed N95. So essentially, they're just when it comes to like their creative like
collaboration. I really like N95. I think that's a really cool.
Yeah, it's a great video.
Yeah, looks awesome.
Kendrick Lamar consistently has amazing music videos. But anyway, Dave Free's just like direct collaborator, and so he's essentially like Kendrick's like best friend essentially, and he's like, oh, Dave Free had your kid.
Okay, T.O. real quick, because my big thing with that is like, if Kendrick knew that, and he would if it really was Dave Free's kid, like that would have come out at some point to him. I feel like. Mm-hmm. I don't think they would have started PG Lang together.
No, yeah, I also think it's like
I don't buy that at any capacity.
My thing also, if that seriously was like true. I don't think Kendrick would have been focused on dropping more music after Family Matters. You know what I mean? Like, if it was really that, like, if it was, if anything Drake said held weight, there would have been a wait in between. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there would have been a little distance between Kendrick songs. But anyway, we'll get to that. But Family Matters, and then he has this whole middle section where he just talks about other people still. It's like, bro, we do not care. Yeah, like just talk about
the crosshairs have been indefinitely set on Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah,
it's like, so we don't fucking care if you talk about Abel, fucking The Weeknd.
Bro's name is
Abel.
Bro's name is Abel.
So stupid.
Yeah, so
Cain
like,
and Abel.
So like, what are you doing? Like, stop talking about them. And so he drops that song, and everyone's like, oh yeah, well. Maybe Kendrick, like, you know, will respond, like, tomorrow or something. 10 minutes later.
30 seconds later.
He drops
a Lil B classic.
Dude, I was going to bring up Fuck Bow Wow. I literally had it on my YouTube search as you said that. Oh, my Lord.
What are you talking about?
No, Soulja Boy. My bad. I thought I got confused. Soulja Boy dropped the track
when he was beefing with
T-shirt and buttons. T-shirt and buttons.
Fuck Bow Wow. Fuck Bow Wow.
I have a tried and true belief that Kendrick had all three of the first three disses: Euphoria, 616 in LA, and Meet the Grams. I think he recorded all of those three at the same time, and then Not Like Us, I think he recorded after Family Matters and after whatever the newest Drake diss was. But
that seems to make sense.
I'm making reference to when on Twitter Joe Budden publicly slandered Lil B, and literally 15 minutes later, a 4-minute diss from Lil B had dropped called T-shirt Buttons.
And it's one of the it is one of the best diss tracks ever as well.
So I think that is what I was thinking of. I apologize.
No, it's all good.
Because
Anyways,
I do T-shirt Buttons does make a lot of sense now. It rings a bell.
But Joe Budden never responded.
Joe Budden didn't ever respond because he's weird. Anyways, 10 minutes after Family Matters drops,
30 seconds.
Meet the Grams is released.
That is a rap track that everyone will remember where they were when they heard it.
Can we just say I maybe this is too soon. This, in my opinion, takes the place for the best diss song ever made.
Yeah.
So I have not. I don't want to. For me,
Like, it is so.
I will say I have not
visceral.
been around for like some great hip hop beefs, like peak, like Biggie and Tupac or anything like that.
Sure.
So I don't want to
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
anything too crazy.
General. In my lifetime.
In my
that's
lifetime, I
that's
can
good.
say
That's
that.
fair. That's a fair
This has
sentence.
been
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best diss. It's just like he silenced an entire room of people.
There's no
with this song.
theatrics. There's no theatrics about it. It's literally just this beat goes crazy.
Dear Sandra,
You're gonna listen to me.
Mom.
Yeah.
Did he
it's
call out his
very,
whole family?
Like, dude, it like it literally went from like, oh, ha, you're small, big three, ha, ha, and then
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, literally, I want
Yeah,
you to die.
Kendrick Lamar,
Dude,
like
there
he
was-
said, I
Oh
my
my
want your
God.
son to die. And here's the thing: is that people don't realize it. This is not the song where Kendrick calls Drake a pedophile. He says that he pays child abusers on the OVO staff. He never once calls him
No,
pedophile.
this was more him alluding to it, like
Yeah.
heavily alluding to it. Not
There was-
heavily, like you know what I mean.
also, I also think that people are focused way too much, and not anymore really. Maybe Drake has just focused way too much on like the whole like 11-year-old daughter like really allegations. Again, I think that like if that was true, it would be an insane diss. Even if that is fake, I think that even in theory, like him rapping to like a metaphorical daughter that he doesn't have still holds a lot of valid ground.
that's the thing
Because
is like
he-
I think that verse to me, like, if it's true, one, that adds a whole nother
Crazy,
weight to it.
yeah.
Dude.
Like,
Actually
but
insane.
even from just a
Two kids.
yeah, like even from just a thematic standpoint, I think it's just another you are a deadbeat father, you do not respect women. And
Yeah, like, if you
I
did
think
have a daughter,
I
like,
think
like,
another
wouldn't you
aspect
think
to
these
it.
things?
I think another aspect to it is he specifically put that section of the song after him calling out him being around child abusers and like comparing him to Harvey Weinstein. So I think there's a whole other aspect to that where it's like maybe he doesn't want to be in her life because she's a young girl. Like I really do think that. Like I personally think that that's like the angle that he was trying to take there. But dude, the line where he goes, yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking deadbeat that should never say more
Dude,
life.
insane.
Dude, and then oh my god.
Gulp.
Oh, also the whole part during the pedophile section where he's like, "Hey LeBron, keep the family away. Hey
Yeah.
Curry,
Steph,
keep the family
yeah.
away."
like
Oh my God. It was. I mean, I feel like I'm talking too much about it. Jake, what was your reaction to it?
I told you, like I mean, pretty much, like I said, everyone knew where they were when that came out. Quietly, I did not know Family Matters dropped, so I was just like, "Oh my god!" Dog pile, little dog pile, driving quietly, 1 a.m.
Oh my
in my
God,
car,
dude.
and I'm like, "Oh shit, Kendrick dropped." Like, I feel like it's a universal experience. Truly, I think it was.
I agree with you.
You know what? This is the funniest thing that happened. So I was working during that. I was doing my technical directing baseball job. So I was at my apartment. My roommate Spencer and his girlfriend, I hear them. They go, "Oh!" And I go, "What?" And they storm into my room. They go, "Dude, Drake just dropped Family Matters." And I go, "Guys, I'm working." And they're like, "We'll get back to you." They're like, "Listen to it after you're done working. We'll get back to you." And I was like, "Okay." And then they come back in like 6 minutes later after they're done listening to Drake's song. They're like, "Dude, it's crazy. He says some crazy stuff on the song." They're like, "Kendrick has to respond." But they're just like, it's just the hype of it. So they're like, "Kendrick has to respond." And I'm like, "Okay, sounds good." And I was on break and I was scrolling Twitter. I get a notification, Kendrick Lamar, Meet the Grams. I go, "Guys! Guys!" And at the same time when I go, "Guys," they go, "What?" And then I run into their room. They go, "What?" I said, "Kendrick just dropped." And they go, "What?" Like literally, they're screaming like this. And I'm like, "Listen, because I'm about to work. You guys have to listen." And they're like, "Okay." And then they come back and they're like, "Luke, have you listened to it?" And I'm like, "I can't. I'm working right now. I'll listen in a
working,
little
bro.
bit." And
Bro's
Spencer
cooking.
goes,
Someone
"Dude."
cooked here.
Spencer said, "Dude, Drake has to murder this man, like with a gun. Like there's no other option.
I've been thinking, I'm like, yo, at this point, let's just get some like some tape. Let's tape up their fists and just let them go at it. Like at this point, like, oh my god,
it was just like
it went from fun jabs to just like die, like do it, die.
Holy
shit.
Meet the Grams is just like. Do you know what it has on Rate Your Music right now? People do not
like
rate
a 90,
singles.
Like a 97, probably.
People do not rate singles on Rate Your Music, and whenever
sorry, keep going.
It has like maybe 5,000 ratings. First off, that's like the most ratings I've ever seen on a single on Rate Your Music. It currently out of 5 has a 4.63 rating.
That's wild.
That's the highest.
Album of the year. Album of the year put out a tweet. It's screenshotting the score. It has on Album of the Year right now, it has a 99 average based on ratings from 4,000 people. And they literally captioned a score we have never seen before.
Wow. The website is like, holy
the website came out. I was like, you guys gotta chill the fuck out, dude.
All right, so that happened. And then everyone was just kind of sitting there like mouth agape, like, well, surely this is the peak. Surely this is over.
And here's
right?
the thing is that immediately following Meet the Grams, Drake made a post on his story and he goes, I've not seen proof of any 11-year-old girl. That is not what you should be worried about, bro. Why did you completely ignore the other half of that song?
I think
it's been so funny watching everyone compare this situation to that It's Always Sunny episode about like the where
we gotta make a song where we don't.
yeah. If you make a song about not diddling kids, it makes you sound like you want to diddle kids.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
All right, we just to get the ball rolling. I know we can keep talking about like these tracks constantly. So following, I shouldn't be the one telling the story. I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Okay, so anyways, Meet the Grams comes out, and pretty much everyone that I was with just goes to bed upset. Like we're like we are just upset people that like not upset like, oh my god, this hurt my feelings. Upset, just like I feel like I just watched someone get murdered.
It put you in a funk, doesn't it?
It really does.
I was driving home. It put me in a funk. I'm like, oh my god.
It's such a good song and it's such a good experience. I don't know if I can ever want to listen to it again.
I was gonna say
no. It's one of those things where like I feel like I can only listen to it in the context of having listened to all the Beef songs in a row.
It's like
a movie. It's like a
it's one of those things where it's
experience.
Like I listen to it, I'm like, oh my fucking god. But then I'm like, I'm not gonna come back to this recreationally. But like the fact that it exists is like holy. It's Great Barrier Reef, Mermaid Man.
It is a perfect piece of art in every sense of the word.
Let us forget, it's not the end.
Anyways, the next.
Yo, we are way too excited about this,
dude. It's crazy.
This is all I've been thinking about
like, oh my god,
week. This is what I have to look forward to. This is all I have right now. Anyways.
This is all I have.
The following day, Drake puts out a response song.
No, you're forgetting Not Like Us.
I thought. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I got the order.
Kendrick
Kendrick
backs
drops
to back him again.
Now, here's what I'll say about Not Like Us.
Back to back.
I think that as far as all the disses go, I think this is the most effective to the public and to Drake.
Same.
Only because, listen, Meet the Grams, I think, had the biggest impact on people who already cared. This song is made to be played in a club.
Yes,
and if you're on Twitter, you've seen the videos of people on stream. They're dancing. The club's bumping it. Everyone loves this song.
It's being played on the radio.
I am going to get... I'm going to get really, like, esoteric, right? Everyone's like... The difference between Kendrick and Drake. Like, Drake, he makes music for the club. His disses are for the club. Yeah. Kendrick has that lyrical assassination, but he doesn't have that club appeal. Check this out, guys. Club track!
He proved he could do it.
Mustard on the beat, ho!
Could. He proved he could do it better than Drake.
Also,
dude,
it goes arguably, I think it goes harder than ever.
So
ever. Like dancing to, it goes the hardest out of any song that has been released out of the entire.
Sidetrack.
week.
How the hell is he getting Like, how has The Alchemist got nothing better to do? How has Jack Antonoff got nothing better to do? How has DJ Mustard got?
No, dude.
Like,
I think
hey,
they're. I think
I need a beat, bro. Like, what the hell, dude?
I think they all just want to get in on the beef, bro. I think they all want to get in on it because
this is like,
who the fuck is going to work with Drake after this? Like, everyone has chosen
objectively,
a side. Everyone has
this
chosen
is objectively hip hop history, and I'm not surprised that everyone's like, yeah, we gotta. Like, I want my name, like, because there's gonna be Wikipedia pages about this that they're gonna be like, oh, you know, maybe not Jack Antonoff, he's got enough going on, like fucking Taylor Swift rides, but that, like shit like that. But it's wild,
dude. I will say,
period.
I will say the thing that's awesome about Not Like Us is that Kendrick takes two standpoints on here that I think are super important. I think I'm so happy they're in a song that sounds like this. When it comes to the pedophile allegations, he goes so fucking hard on that shit on this song. Like, you're telling me people are dancing to the club to a line where Kendrick says that he has to be on key, what, a minor, or trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. Like, so and then here's the thing is, I've seen videos where when that line goes up, people go, hey! I'm like,
yeah,
what?
Seriously.
That's crazy.
What a world.
Also, certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
What a
Also, here's another thing too. He brings up Baka Not Nice, who was Drake's former.
Luke, your camera's a little blurry. Yeah, there you go.
He brings up Baka. I need to keep talking regardless.
We'll run with it.
Yeah, so he brings up Baka Not Nice, which is like his former security guard or whatever, but. Like, and he said Baka has a weird case. Why is he around? Because he what the fuck did he do? He was forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution and taking her money in 2014.
Oh my god, dude.
And Drake was keeping him around until, like, I think he fired him in, like, I don't know if he still hangs out with him. I don't know. But, like, it's really funny that Drake never mentioned that. Like, he never brought that up on his feature song, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But he says the whole pedophile stuff. But then this is something that I'm really happy that Kendrick brought up. Talking about how Drake is a culture vulture. That is like, to me, that was the point where I think it's like, This is what this beef has been about to me, and this is kind of the point I saw this on Twitter, so shout out to the guy who tweeted this out. But whether or not the allegations are true at all, to me, this beef has been about Kendrick tearing down Drake's armor that he spent like a decade building up. Drake used to be made fun of so much, but just because he makes popular music and he makes a shit ton of money, he's kind of just like everyone in the rap like scene or the rap like culture, if you will, had to like get used to Drake and like essentially like be like, okay, I guess we'll have to keep him around because he makes a lot of rap music that is very popular and successful, you know? And Kendrick is here going, hey, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, you are a culture vulture. You know nothing about rap culture. You know nothing about like black culture, and you're treating it so disrespectfully. You're essentially a chameleon.
We forgot about Euphoria. One of the last things was like we don't want to hear you say explicit word. Essentially,
I think that was the funniest line on that song. Some shit just cringeworthy.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking funny.
But he calls
again.
Him
go.
He just calls him a culture vulture, and I think that's such an important point.
I'm not gonna take credit for this because I did see this somewhere else. I do unfortunately forget who it was. But they kind of set it up really kind of beautifully for me. The way I'm like kind of seeing it is like Kendrick doesn't just hate Drake. He hates the idea of Drake. He hates that Drakes exist, and he wants to make sure that no more Drakes exist. Yeah. Like what you're talking about, like the culture vulture, like all this umbrella. That's essentially what this is about. It's like everyone is on notice, dude. We have been talking about this for 45 minutes. Oh my fucking god,
dude! And you know what? Something? I'm literally refreshing Twitter every 5 minutes, just waiting for something to happen. Here's why. Here's why I see. I think that Kendrick has proven that he's just not gonna stop doing this shit until Drake shuts the fuck up.
Dude, I remember someone was like, yo, Kendrick, he's got an album coming out in May. And everyone's clowning on him. They're like, oh, dude. And like, he does. He literally does. That was a hyperbole. He has an album. He has an album of material.
Dude.
Oh my God.
I need
This-
more, bro. I need
So,
more.
all right.
Because wait. Like,
We
we're
have-
the last chapter.
Yeah.
Oh
we-
yeah,
we
shit,
have to-
Jesus, oh my God.
Yeah,
dude.
so this is
we're
this is the most
45
recent-
minutes in.
Yeah, this is the most recent thing.
Dude.
So after the murder that was Meet the Grams and him dancing on his grave that was Not Like Us, we get Drake somehow coming back to life in the most disheveled form possible on The Heart Part 6. Granted, funny title name. Honestly.
Very funny title.
Yeah,
The title
was,
did make me giggle.
Yeah, the
I was
title.
like,
And now Kendrick can't make a song called The Heart Part 6 without people thinking about the Drake song. So, like, that's
no, dude,
clever.
I thought he was going to, I'm like, oh, he's going to make the Heart Part 7.
Imagine.
Bro's going to make the Heart Part 7.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's just like. Here's the thing. Almost the same thing happened where it was like me and my friends were outside eating again after a day of set on Sunday, and I go, oh my God, Drake fucking dropped. And we're like, oh shit, play that shit. And we're playing it, and we're all like, okay, this is like, I thought the beat was really good. And we're listening, and some of my friends were like, man, I feel like that was a really good response. And then I sat on it, and I was just like, what's he talking about?
Are you talking about The Heart Part 6? Are you talking about The Heart Part
What is he fucking talking about?
Dude, that was the thing. I've had so many people that I'm friends with, and no hate to them at all, but like people who listen to the Drake song, and the first time they listened to it, they were like, oh my God, Kendrick has to respond. This is like earth-shattering. This is like devastating. But the first time I heard it, I was like, what is bro waffling about? This is like the worst. Like,
bro waffling
it was like
about?
maybe the worst. Like, because it's one of those things where when you hear it at first, you're like, oh yeah, that's smart and makes a lot of sense. But then the more you think about it, you're like, that's fucking stupid
it was
as
exactly
fuck.
that. Dude, he brought up R. Kelly.
He brought up R. Kelly.
You need to. I know we've talked about you disabling that, but Jackson,
I
you
do, I
need to
do.
disable that shit, bro.
He brought up R.
Okay,
Kelly.
for audio
He
listeners,
brought
he
up
did the thumbs up.
Epstein. He brought up Millie Bobby Brown without Kendrick saying a single fucking thing
Yeah,
about it. Those are self comparisons
That's a
that you're making,
self-report. That's
dude.
a self-report.
I think in his mind he was trying to get ahead of it. He's like, oh, I know it's coming, but watch this. I'm gonna say it myself.
And then
Yeah.
now the most recent update is fucking Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin this morning
BBL
released the
freestyle.
BBL freestyle beat. A competition that I was looking up the sample right now. Dude, it samples a song that came out hella long ago by a guy named King Wallonius called BBL Drizzy, which is like perfect. And the beat's awesome, and it's an open competition for anyone to make their own Drake diss on the
Hilarious.
BBL beat.
Like-
Winner gets 10K. So fucking awesome.
Like, dude, this is like a butterfly effect for the ages. Like, imagine Metro Boomin and Future in the thing. It was like, yeah, let's get Kendrick on this. Like, that sentence.
Fucking funny.
And also, it's crazy because it's not over yet. I would like to preface this. This is not for chronically online music people. You already know all of this. This is for historical documentation purposes. For when we go back in time, we'll be like, this is how we were, like Charlie XCS, this is how I feel right now.
Yeah.
And
This is just like Charlie.
I do want to bring this up. I also think it's important to bring up regarding the Drake song that came out last night, The Heart Part 6. I want to say this is a very important aspect to it. Drake focuses primarily on disproving the 11-year-old daughter allegations and the Kendrick has a mole allegations in OVO. And he does this by saying, hey, so guess what? We were actually the ones that did that to you to make you look stupid. We gave you that false story about us having an 11-year or about me having an 11-year-old daughter. And we thought about giving you a name, but we were like, nah, he's going to be so stupid that he'll fall for it regardless. And here's the thing. If that's true, Fantano said it best. I hate to say that. Fantano said it best.
He did.
Why the fuck did you not post it 5 minutes after Meet the Grams? Why did you?
It would have been over. It would have been low key over if he had done that.
No,
dude.
like it would have been over. It would have been like, could totally shut down Kendrick. But the fact of the matter is that it could be true, but you don't have receipts of it. So the way it comes off is like, oh yeah, I let the world clown me for a day straight. I let the world fucking let pedophile Drake.
I was only
trend on
pretending
Twitter.
I was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I was.
Also, why did he go on his Instagram story being like, I haven't seen any proof of an 11-year-old daughter? It's like, yeah, man. So if that wasn't, why would you not have run with the?
Why did you not post it right then and there?
What the
Because here's the thing. If instead of posting that, Drake posted screenshots proving that Kendrick got duped by him and his team, and then released the Heart Part 6, it would have been a death blow. If he did it in that order, it would have been a death blow. But the fact
The
that
order,
the
order of appearance was definitely like, yeah, like could if you were trying to be cerebral about this, a miss, honestly. Like, yeah, I don't even know, man. I will preface all this by saying, I watch this as if I'm watching WWE. I have no stake in this. I have I got no money on nobody. I am watching this purely as an entertainment monolith. And that's what we're getting.
Yeah.
That is what we're getting.
It's I think, do we want to have any closing remarks about the situation right now in case this does not continue for some reason?
I don't even know. I got a feeling it has to continue. Like, right?
Here's my prediction. I think because at least the way, first off, Drake's last song was not a diss track. It was a defense track. Like, he just rehashes the whole Day Free allegations with no real, like, extra backing to it other than repeating it. So the whole thing just came off as, like, him trying to disprove everything Kendrick said without bringing up anything new, which made it the weakest song out of the entire diss. So, and even at the end, Drake first... I fucking hate when Drake does this, when he thinks he's, like, had, like, an amazing song, and then he thinks it's so fucking good that he can talk for the last minute and a half about how fucking awesome it was. Like, that shit is so lame. Like, at the end of the Heart Part, you know what I'm talking about, right? When he's like, I'm not gonna lie, that was some good exercise, bro. That shit was lame as fuck. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? And so...
Gives very J. Cole vibe.
Yeah, and
2014 Forest Hill Drive.
Here's my thing. I think Drake has told himself in his mind... He's like, I can move past this and I'll be all right. Which I don't think that's happening. I think this diss, if anything, has made it to where people will probably refuse to work with Drake for a long time, at least.
So my feeling on this is I feel in this weird situation, because you guys are talking about how this is like a weird, like your friend group cultural event. I have only seen this on the internet. No one in my friend group is talking about this. That's why crazy. Either I have literally such a disconnected group, or like it's not as big as I'm leading it to believe. But now that we're talking about this, and I'm recounting this with like shaking back and forth in my chair, I think
this is
I think it's the latter.
This is not like this is gonna sound so fucking pretentious. This is not like an important moment in like music history. This is legitimately like, this is a cultural shift. like it's, I've not seen, there's so many of my friends that love Drake that literally have been like, fuck yeah, man, he's corny. No. Like I can't do it anymore. Like,
the corny allegations. Oh my god,
dude, the corny allegations.
And so I think. Sorry, I got really off topic. So my prediction is that I think if anything's gonna happen, part of me feels like Drake is already checked out and he wants to just get out of this as soon as possible, because I think he knows he's getting cooked. I think he knows he's getting cooked. I think Kendrick will make at least one more song. I think he'll make at least one more song. Either he doesn't even need to do anything crazy. If it's just another one where he's roasting the fuck out of Drake, I'd be happy. But I think if Kendrick comes back with a song with receipts proving anything that he said, or just extra details about anything he said, I think it will be like,
it's probably Jover.
I think it will be Jover, like officially, and Drake will not respond back, and he'll probably make some Instagram story where he's like, "Nah, that's stupid."
If this is the end of it, like that, it's a very fascinating point. Like the craziest week,
legitimately,
shit.
Like legitimately, like the most insane, like hey, Drake, thank you for letting Kendrick drop 4 songs within a week. I mean, that was fucking very cool of you.
Everyone's like, yo, thank you, Drake, for helping Kendrick drop. Thank you.
like at the end of part 6, Drake was like, yeah, at least I got you back in the studio. And I was like, yo, low-key, props to him for that. Like,
yeah, that's a interesting point there, Aubrey. Interesting point.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my final take on it. Jackson, do you have a final take on it at all?
Dude, I just want more music.
What's your prediction?
I just want more. I predict that there will be. We're recording this on Monday, May 6th. This episode. Where is this episode going up? Is this going to go up this week?
Next Monday. So we got a full week.
By the time this episode goes up, I think that there will be at least 2 more diss tracks released, at least, and I think that one of them will be the last one.
All right, I'll bet the under. I'll say this is it. I will say what we know as of this time is it. So
I think Kendrick's
we have
gonna
all
let
of
that
our
shit
bases
stand,
covered.
dude.
We have all of our bases covered. We have. I lean more toward Luke, honestly. But for the Price is Right, I will go on.
I think the reason that there'll only be one more, and I think it'll be Kendrick, is because Kendrick comes off as the type of guy to me that he has to have the last word.
He wants to get the final nail.
Yeah, he wants the final blow. And here's the thing: is that Drake is like one of those guys where he knows he's getting cooked, and it's like the guy who in like middle school or high school, whenever he's like the one verbally starting the fight, and then once the fight starts happening and he starts getting beat the shit out of, he's like,
teacher.
He's like, well, I didn't throw any punches, so how can I be in trouble?
Yeah.
That's what Drake comes off to me as. So I hope for more music. I hope more quality music. I hope Kendrick drops one more time. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. What do you think about the situation? Leave a comment. And
audience interaction, 57 minutes in. Booyah.
Yeah. We haven't
That's
even plugged the Patreon. That's how you know. That's how you know it's a crazy episode.
Yeah, this is definitely.
Christ, dude.
This is definitely the episode of all time.
Yeah, we've never talked this long about one topic.
Final remarks is going to be a visual metaphor. Me, popcorn bin. No. That's the visual metaphor right now.
Wait, hold on. Can we get a thumbnail? We normally don't do this. A thumbnail of us all holding popcorn.
I think. Wait, can someone turn to the sides? Jackson, turn to your left. Or Luke, that's fine too. Yeah. And I'll turn to my right. Eating popcorn. All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Okay, awesome.
Huge. Yeah.
My ass is totally going to forget to.
What have you guys been up to?
Dude, I'm going to be so on. It is 55 minutes in. Do we even continue or do we call it?
We can save.
We can't be the show that just talks about the Drake Kendrick beat. We can't.
Can we all talk about our respective concerts we went to?
Yeah, sure. So,
or how about we save? Do you want to save the concert to talk about the albums that we listened to?
Oh,
which
shit,
one will be?
We did have
less.
a homework album.
You did have homework, yeah.
But Jake didn't do the homework.
Yes, but I listened to a different album that you guys will be equally as proud of me for.
Well, Jake, how about you talk about that and we'll save the homework for next week, so that you can listen to it.
Well, this is going to be the fucking whiplash of the century. I listened to Bright Future by Adrian Lanker.
Awesome.
This is the whiplash of the century. Yes.
It's a great album.
Tell me you loved it.
I can't give an album I cried to anything less than an 8. I really can't.
Dude, it's so
you cried to it.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah, it made it onto my white list. I have a playlist on my phone of songs that I cried to, and it's that like most of the album.
What song was it?
Ah, shit. Let me grab it.
The opener.
Dude,
opener.
No. The opener, seriously, I think is the saddest thing I've heard all year.
The opener and the outro
so
is like pretty wild. Hang on, shit.
The piano, fucking Jesus! I literally played the first 3 seconds and I can't even fucking do it again.
Sorry.
I gotta listen to that. I gotta listen to this whole thing again too.
So that's my thing. I don't know if I could listen to it again.
Yeah.
It was ruined. It was ruined. It was the last track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song is crazy.
It's one of those albums that I'm like, it existed and I listened to it and I had such an intense emotional reaction to it and I'm like, I can't how do I listen to this like just chilling now? I can't. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just I had a lot going on the day I did it, and I purposely did it on that day. I'm like, let's just get it all out now, and it worked effectively. So
That's good.
yeah, that album is holy shit, beautiful, sad, and like it makes me kind of want to listen. I don't know if it makes you want to listen to Big Thief or it makes you want to avoid Big Thief at all costs. 'Cause I'm going to start crying if I listen to it.
You know,
it's just
as someone who actually really likes this album, I'm not a big Thief fan. Maybe it's because I haven't listened to enough of their stuff, but I find it to be a little bit less emotionally like engaging to me at least.
I also learned that her name is Adrian Lanker. I called her Adriana Lanker for like the entire time.
Really
Yeah,
embarrassing. Really
but
embarrassing stuff, man.
nah, the album is the hype is real. It's very devastating to listen. And I remember, because I didn't listen to Vampire Weekend, unfortunately, but I remember you saying that Jake got extra credit if he listened to A Bright Future, and I did. So I think that counts. I think that counts.
I'll accept it.
Yeah.
And I can still come back with the bonus points when I listen to Vampire Weekend next week.
Do you guys want to do a brief discussion of the concerts we went to? I just want to say, I wasn't able to talk about my concert last episode. I went to go see George Clanton. Wait, did I talk about it on the pod?
No, you called me.
No, I did call Jake and talk about it because
He called me. I was in the Taco Bell drive-thru.
funny.
Yeah,
I ordered.
Yeah, he ordered while on call.
ordering.
It was very funny, actually. And then I even heard him like
Live
lean
Jake
over. I even
Taco
heard him
Bell.
lean over to Tiffany and be like, "What do you want?" Like, it was very funny. But we talked about it. I'll keep it short. I had a great time. George Clanton, and I danced together. Like, he was right next to me, and I put his arm around him. It was
You're
fucking
so
awesome.
fucking lucky.
He
That
splashed
was the worst crack I've ever had in my life.
he splashed an entire bottle of water on me. It was fucking great.
I showed you guys the picture, but I thought it was gonna turn out really sick, but it just looks like he's getting like bukkakied. Like, it's not even like that cool of a picture. It's just like a little stream right here, and it looks like weirdly white.
so
I don't
funny.
know. I took a picture of it. Didn't
Yeah.
really come out that sick.
And so the George Clinton show was awesome, and I got probably one of my favorite concert shirts ever. It's the one that just says George on it. I think it looks sick. I have another thing I'm gonna bring up, and I don't think I've said this live on the pod. And guys, you're gonna be so disappointed because of finals. I was unable to go to the Black Country New Road concert, and because of that. And here's another thing, is I was supposed to interview them in person for my radio station, and I am trying to get the interview moved to over Zoom, so it could still be a thing.
How did you
How did you fumble this bad?
It was finals. I couldn't miss one of my finals.
What do you mean by that? Did you have a final at the same time as the show?
Yes.
At
I
night.
would have killed my teacher with a gun.
No, it was it was 3 hours away. I wouldn't have been able to make the drive there. And they wanted me to get to the venue super early to interview
Was
them
it
as
in
well.
person?
It was, yes.
The final in person.
Yes. but like I said, the interview will hopefully still happen. I reached out to them and they said they're down to still plan it and make it happen. So
Unbelievable. Well, shit.
Googly moogly.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, I met Pat Chennington over the weekend. That happened.
How
Yeah,
was
so
that?
I want to hear about this because that photo was so funny because you sent it and I was like, "Yo, who is that?"
Yeah, that was crazy. I literally was like, "Damn, this is gonna go crazy." And then you're like, "Who is this?"
I don't know what he looks like. He's not in his videos like that.
Well, there goes.
That's what I think.
But yeah, this Pat Chennington does Shrek Rave. He's one of the explained to me, he's one of the showrunners of Shrek Rave, and he reached out to me. He's been reaching out to me for a while. And he's like, "Yo, dude, you got to come to one of these Shrek Raves." And I'm like, "Shit, I might be able to make it work." And would you believe it? The same place I saw George Clanton, 2 vaporwave gods in a week. Yeah, and I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy." So I asked my one friend. Some travel delays ensued, and I went with my one friend, Crime Dog. Shout out to Crime Dog. And we got to the show, and he was like, "Yo, you can have backstage passes." And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And I was joking. I'm like, "Oh, this is Mechanicsburg. Like, it's gonna be dead. Like, he's probably gonna ask us to go out there just to make it look more filled." Packed to the fucking rim, dude. Oh my god, packed.
Man.
And a huge line out the door. And he's like, "Yeah, just walk in." And my friend was like, we can't walk in. They're gonna think we're assholes." And I'm like, "We got this, dude." So we walk up. We walk in, and the bouncer's like, "Hey, buddy, back of the line." And I'm like, "We're on the guest list." He's like, "Are you the two guys?" I'm like, "Yep." He's like, "Right this way, sir." Dude.
No way.
Oh my God, I felt like a celebrity. And then I walk into the venue, and who's standing at the DJ deck? Pad motherfucking Chennington, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? You're real? That's the thing I say.
Will traumatize you.
That's the thing I say to every single YouTube person I meet in real life. I'm like, what the fuck? You're real? And he's like, yeah, bro, come with me back into the. He's like, come backstage with me. So I go in the green room of the fucking the venue that we're at, and I'm like, oh, this is probably gonna be packed. There's gonna be a bunch of people. Me, Pad, and my friend. That is it.
That's
and
legit.
we're just hanging out. And he's like, yo, you guys want a drink? I'm like, fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? He gives me the strongest drink I have ever had in my entire life. I am not kidding you.
Though.
When I say, like, all right, this cup is the drink. Ready? Up to here, tequila. And then the rest of this is pineapple juice. I took a sip, and I'm like, whoa, Papa Molly, I'm sweating. And then we just kind of talked for a little bit. And then I blame it because I essentially took 3 shots in one sip because I took a big gulp. I was like, yo, your fucking, your video about barber beats, dude, that's me. I'm number 7.
No way. What did he say?
He's like, oh, I thought that was you. I'm like, yeah, dude, you were in my video and you didn't even know. He was like, no, dude, I went back and looked. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And we were just like yucking up. He's like, all right, I'm going to go on stage. I'm like, wait, we got to take a picture first. I literally said in the picture, I'm like, yo, niche music Twitter is going to go crazy with this. And I didn't post it anywhere. So it's just for me and him.
That's so funny.
Before he went on, he's like, yeah, you can go, you can hang out in the green room, you could go in the things, like you can go on stage. I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm like, okay, shit. So we kind of flow back and forth. I recommend going to a Shrek rave, not just because Pat Shanton does it, just in general. Go to Shrek rave. They're fun. A lot of people are jumping around. I recommend a few drinks in you so you know what to do with your hands when everyone's dancing around. And then this is going on very long. I apologize, but my friend was like, I'm going on stage, and I'm like, shit, bro. I think I got to go on stage too. Yeah. So we're sitting at the green room, and we're looking at the stage, and he went 4 hours without stopping from 9 to 2 in the morning. He DJ'd solo the entire time. I'm like, holy shit,
that's crazy.
This is about like 12:30, and I was like kind of more sober at this point. So I'm like, dude, we gotta wait for a perfect song. I'm like, dude, we gotta wait for the perfect song. I will give you a million guesses to pick the song that we went up to. A million guesses.
Like that.
No. This was before. Wait.
I don't know.
No. Ooh, interesting track. No, it was Creed. Can you take me higher?
What?
I don't know. I felt like we're like, this is the moment, dude. This is the Creed song. So there is on someone's phone, there is a video of me and Pat Channington linked up as I'm screaming in the mic, can you take me higher? Awesome. My friend recorded himself going on stage, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. I walked up to Pat while he's behind his DJ set. I'm like, yo, thank you for having us. Like, brother, thanks for coming. You got to come to another one. Dude, that shit was crazy.
Sounds like a fun time.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, I met Pat Channington, and yeah, dude.
Did anyone recognize you?
Not a single fucking person. Not a single. I like to think in the crowd, one person is like on that niche music Twitter, and that Creed song came on. They're like, "What the fuck? When did like?" They had no clue, like no clue at all. I just
that's
dude.
so funny.
I don't know. That was just a fun time. So we all had a very
like a romp.
Busy. I was joking last time. I was like, I feel like I lived multiple lives since this podcast. We literally have lived multiple lives since the last time we recorded.
Well, Jackson hasn't even talked about his concert that he went to.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I went with some friends to go
that
see
new Drake concert. Nice.
Yeah, I went to go see Drizzy.
Weird time to go. Yeah, weird time to go. But I mean, hey, live your truth, brother.
Listen, man. You know I think he won.
Yeah.
Couldn't get through that with a straight face. Anyways, yeah, I went to go see Swans with a few buddies of mine. First things first, there are tweakers amongst us. There are tweakers and they live amongst us. This show was almost ruined by 2 people. I went to go. This is my first time at this newer venue that just popped up in LA called I think it's newer. It's called the Lodge Room. It's like an old Masonic lodge, not the one that I saw Phil over at, a different Masonic lodge in LA. Really small venue, like above like a burger joint, like in like this random historic
above a Burger King.
In LA.
My Burger King
and it's
with my Burger Queen.
Queen. I love that
Can
song.
I get
Anyways,
Fries.
yeah. So, there are two guys. First of all,
Shout to them.
I'll just go through it. There were God, I'm like trimming my words. The opener was one of the members of Swans, and they were very good. It's like his music was very much like a Swans record, just with like way more layers. It's the guy who plays like the what do you call it? The guitars that you play like this.
The sitar.
No, it's like a lap guitar.
Oh,
like
a slide
like
whistle.
some weird shit. What's up?
A slide whistle.
No, slide whistle is the thing
the
where it's
slide
like.
whistle.
Imagine a Swan song is just like like in the middle.
If anyone was to do it, I feel like they could weirdly make it work.
I think they could too.
I like that you guys both burped at the same time. That was kind of cool. Booyah.
Anyways, the opener happens. Swans all come out. The first thing that happens is Michael Giro, or Giro, whatever the fuck, sits down, and someone immediately goes to take a picture of him, and he goes, "Hey, no phones."
Holy shit.
And he is the scariest dude I've ever seen, and so I didn't take a single picture or video the whole show. My friend snuck a few, so I have some. But anyways, they
better not
they
take a
play.
fucking
They play.
photo.
By the way, we are all standing. They play for 2.5 hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Taylor Swift
I
got the
really-
beat. She got 3.
I really wish that they would just give us chairs, because like it was generally an incredible show. Like really energetic, like from like the whole entire band. I mean, they only had a few song breaks. There were 6 songs, 2.5 hours, and it was mostly unreleased stuff. And like some, in my opinion, some of their best material. I think that they're bringing a lot of stuff they did from their '90s era back with the new stuff, which I'm really excited about. They even had a few samples playing with like tape loops that I haven't seen them utilize in a long time. But anyways, there's one guy. He's like a few rows ahead of me. And I mean, you guys know what Swans music is like. It's very like droney, and they're like big hits, but the hits come and they stay for a long time. And so it's like a lot of times the last song, dude, I swear to God, they played the same note like down, 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 down for like 5 minutes. I swear to God, I was like for at least 5 minutes. So I'm saying there's a great video of me. This is one of my friends got of like it was during one of their songs. Let's I can pull it up real quick.
Pull a shit
Where
up,
I'm like nodding my head along to like the same chord being played over and over again. I look like a
Audio listeners,
goober.
I'll explain it for you.
Let me see if I can find this shit.
Audio listeners.
Yeah, I don't know how well you can see this. Bing.
It goes.
Oops.
Bing. At Burger King with my Burger Queen. Can't.
This is me right here.
All right, so Jackson is just kind of like absolutely. You look like you're tweaking. Oh my god. Jackson looks to be like
Jackson is
3
in a
rows from the
trance.
front, just kind of
But
shaking
you
his
see what I
head back
mean?
and
Where
forth.
it's like very droney. There's a guy in front of me who's in probably his late 50s. He's wearing like a neon patterned T-shirt
Hell
tucked
yeah.
into dress pant, like tight
Hell
dress
yeah.
pants. He's got a big beer belly.
Hell
and he's holding
yeah.
a phone and a jacket in his hand. And literally, I shit you not, for the entire show, this guy, everyone, there's like an area around him that no one is standing, because for literally the whole show, he's literally just like.
You're absolutely busting down.
That's exactly how. I'm not even
Someone make a
exaggerating.
gif
That's how
of
he's moving
that,
the whole
please.
show, and he's
Kinda
moving
went crazy,
around.
yeah.
He's moving around the room, and he finally meets up with a second tweaker. There's a tweaker meeting happening on the left side of the stage. opposite
Oh
of me.
my god.
And there's a moment. I have a video of it. There's a moment in the show. It was like the only kind of like weird, like really weird moment during the show where Michael Gira, everyone stops playing music and he just starts hitting his face with his hand and going like, "Whoa!" And it was crazy. But while he's doing that, it's like a really intense moment, and like honestly, it's like it almost felt like, I don't know. Everyone, I kind of felt awkward. I was like, oh my god, this is like I feel like I shouldn't be
Sprain
watching this.
Yeah,
exactly.
sprain core.
Like sprain, and dude, the tweaker number 2 starts clapping along, dude. He starts clapping along, and then Michael Gira stops, and it's dead silent, and it's just the drone, and the guy keeps clapping. He's still clapping. The whole room is looking at this guy, including the entire band, and the the keyboard player, it was like keyboard and bass player in the back, had to like trying to cue security to be like, get this fucking guy out of here before like someone loses their shit.
Oh shit.
Dude, it's so funny. It was like such an it was like arguably the most intense moment of the entire fucking show. I'm still gonna find the video because it's like seriously, it's like what the fuck is
Oh my
going on?
god, you got a video of it? Let's go, dude.
Oh, it's not exposing properly. Can you hear that he's still clapping? Like he stopped hitting his face.
It'll appear on.
Send it over Snapchat.
It'll
Okay,
appear
fine.
on the episode because of Discord compression and all that.
But anyways, it's just like it was just so awkward. And then later, I don't know where tweaker number 2 went. After the clapping incident, I think security removed him because it was.
Jackson done made the hand
balloons.
symbol of pain and despair. Jackson
God.
summoned the balloons of pain and despair.
But anyways, later in the show, the first tweaker, the original guy, I guess he had just bumped into someone one too many times because finally someone turned him around and shoved him halfway across the venue. Just threw him. And he runs into another guy, and that guy just straight up hits him. Straight up hits this guy.
Shout out to
And
Tweaker.
finally, I'm in the corner being like, fuck yes, fucking get his ass. I got so annoying. But then it like kind of immediately disperses and nothing really comes of it. And then later, I'm walking away from the venue. Me and all my friends are going to our car. And there he is, tweaker number 1, walking alone, still dancing on the other side of a neighborhood.
Awesome.
Fist bump me.
In Highland
Fist bump
Park.
me.
Highland Park
yeah.
tweakers.
I'll join.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was my experience. And then afterwards, Michael Gira signed my fucking copy of Soundtracks to the Blind. So there's that.
I feel like that's a big part. You just kind of brush past, but whatever. Yeah. It's,
Well, it was kind of like the line was super long. We didn't want to wait, and we all just wanted to sit down because we've been standing for at that point. It's 2.5 hour show plus the 30-minute opener plus waiting in line. I've been standing for probably 6 hours, and this was after I did a photo shoot in LA, so it was like more of that. So we're all outside on the curb, just laid out, like trying to rest our legs. And then I'm like, do you think I can get back in the venue and get him to sign it? And so I go all the way back up because I stupidly bought the record before the show, so I had to hold this fucking quadruple LP in my arm the whole show.
nice.
And I got it, and then there he was, and he had for some reason put the cowboy hat on.
Hell
so
yeah.
He was wearing that big cowboy hat, and I'm like, hey man, like, great show, thanks for doing this. He goes, oh yeah, for sure, man, thank you so much. It's so weird because he's such a scary guy on stage.
He
But
was
he's just
like
yeah.
a normal
He
person.
signed that shit, and I went home.
Damn.
Awesome.
That's if
I'm
you're
at Burger King
if
with my
you're-
Burger Queen.
if you are not a patron, I feel like today is a good time to become one because we didn't even get to half of the things we wanted to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah,
about.
literally.
And we're gonna continue this on the bonus. So if you would like to stick around and watch,
Yeah.
that'd be appreciated.
We're
at Burger
Drake's
King
a pedophile.
with our Burger Queens.
According
Can
to
I
Kendrick.
get a large fry?
We're at Burger King.
Burger King with my Burger Queen.
Can I please
Can
get a
I
large
get a
fry?
large fry?
I got that chicken.
Got that
chicken. I'm gonna fuck it. And
Actually, don't know how the rest goes. Get that
How does the rest go?
chicken, put it deep in.